We have a great sympathy and empathy for the tragedy that's happened in Japan, and a great respect for how the Japanese people are coping with this tragedy. We request you also to extend this support to the animals.
I would like to ask you to send immediately people to rescue the thousands of animals who are still alive in the area around the Fukushima nuclear plant, and to allow the animal groups there who are very willing to go in to rescue the animals. Please allow all the animals to be rescued, not next week or 2 weeks, but right now, immediately.
We are anxious that perhaps the local authorities and the central government have failed to take advantage of the many willing hands, the NGOs, the local animal welfare groups and rescue organisations that would be happy to help with the rescue mission. So we hope that the authorities will be able to work closely with the willing local animal welfare groups to remedy this situation and to bring relief to the animals as well as to the people. Thank you.
There are thousands of animals stranded in the no-go zone. Please let the Japanese animal welfare workers who are willing to go in and take care of the animals, go and help them.
Our hearts go out to you and our admiration for the way that you're handling this huge catastrophe. And we do urge, we are sure that you're making every effort possible, but we do urge that you do make every effort possible in the case of the animals. We stand by to help in Hong Kong and wish you the very best, and that you take advantage of every resource you have to you. Thank you.
I was a reporter when there was a huge earthquake in China back in 2008. The Japanese government to do something for those animals that they are suffering inside the area, and then that may help the government to rebuild the confidence of your citizens, your nation, and all the Asian people will join and cheer for you. Thank you.
福島立ち入り禁止の地域に入り、動物の救援をすることを日本の方、それから日本政府の方にお願いしたいと思います。カナダに住んでいても原発のために動物が禁止地域の中で放置され、つながれ、餓死の状態に置かれていることを聞きます。IFAW は日本政府に被爆を受けた可能性のある動物への有効な対応策を提供したということを聞いておりますが、しかしその対応策のリポートですねに対してそれが実行されていないということも聞いております。日本の団体と協力して今そういうような危険地域と言われている地域に放置されている動物の救援に対応することができるというふうに言われています。ですから今回のとにかく震災に関して日本人の方が深刻な状況にもかかわらず非常に冷静な態度で状況に対応したことを世界からまたカナダもそうなんですけれども非常にそういうような対応人々の対応に対して称賛を受けていました。しかしその後動物に対して非人道的な対策が続いているということに関してカナダなどではそういうことを報道を聞くと非常に疑問を投げかけ、それと同時に批判も起こっています。福島の危険地域を放置されている動物に対応していただきたいと思います。
I would like to encourage the Japanese government to allow the very dedicated animal welfare activists in Japan to go into the zones where animals are and where animals are suffering very badly and remove these animals.
I've been reporting about natural disasters and man-made disasters for approximately 40 years. After the Indian Ocean tsunami in December 2004, which was the largest natural disaster to hit Southeast Asia in many generations, we ourselves were able to field disaster relief teams, 12 in all, in India, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and Indonesia within 72 hours. Those teams alone rescued thousands of animals, and many others arrived on the scene and helped, and very few animals were left behind in any area that people could reach access to. I was also present after Hurricane Katrina struck Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Thousands of Americans showed up to assist in that relief effort, and again, every effort was made immediately to ensure that no animals were left behind. The animal rescue effort was actually more successful in that regard than the human relief effort. In light of my disaster experience, it's inconceivable that 3 months after the Japanese tsunami, we are still talking about mobilizing a relief effort which really should have been completed. I would urge Japan, the Japanese government, to get with it, meet the international standard, get the animals out of there. Thank you.
We send our condolences to the Japanese people, to the Japanese government, but we hope that you also work with the Japanese animal welfare groups towards helping the companion animals in the disaster zones so that we can rescue them and provide them a sanctuary and a shelter as well.
I wish the government can do a lot more than what has been done now to help all the animals that has been affected by the earthquake. And I strongly urge the government to also help groups like the Nippon SPCA and perhaps provide funding and also allow these groups to go into the zone to help these animals in need.
My message to the Japanese government is that all of the farm and companion animals in the evacuation zone are also victims of this tragedy, just as much as the Japanese people are. As the government, it is your responsibility to help those animals by allowing animal welfare organizations and rescue groups in to do their work. The whole world is watching this deplorable situation, and I'm strongly urging the Japanese government to take immediate action. Thank you.
Appealing to the Japanese government to allow non-profit organizations, animal welfare organizations to come in and bring out the animals in need of help from the disaster areas.
And we'd like to request that the government works with Japanese animal welfare organisations in order to rescue and rehabilitate those animals affected by the disaster. Thank you.
That any animal welfare group should be allowed to go in and help to rescue these animals.
The non-government organizations to help rescue the dogs and cats.
So please open your hearts and just give a chance for NGOs to go and rescue these animals and return them to their owners.
To rescue the animals that are there.
Let the people rescue animals.
For the animals to be rescued.
People to go in to rescue the dogs and other animals.
We are hoping for strong action. Please, we are reaching out to you. Let us come and help you.
And please help the local rescue groups.
Help animals in the disaster area.